Hey guys, Sean here. I think it was like last year or so. I did a review of the Superman 2 Donner cut. After I already did like that compared contrast video, which it didn't turn out as well as I hoped. We'll say that compared contrast video did not turn out as well as I hoped, which is why I did the Donner cut video the Donner cut review separately, if you will. And so I'm following up that video with a review of the Lester version. And yeah, this is a pretty shitty looking DVD cover art that I had printed out at my local library earlier today. It's shitty because I think that the way that the library's printer was, it didn't print it in the right dimensions. And so I had to resize it myself. And also because that's why the white bars, if you will, are on here instead of it filling out the whole paper, instead of the artwork filling out the whole paper. I think it's because of the way my library's printer was. Who knows? Just a guess. So let's see. So Superman 2 is a 1981 because we got an 81 here in the States. So 1981, and then when you read the title of this video, it will say Superman 2 1981 movie review. Because normally when I do the years, I always do the year that it was released in the US. So just in case you guys are curious. So Superman 2 is a 1991 American superhero film directed by Richard Lester based on the DC Comics character Superman. It's the sequel to Superman the Movie, 1987. Superman the Movie stars Gene Hackman, Christopher Reeve, Terrence Stamp, Ned Beatty, Sarah Douglas, Margot Kidder, and Jack Halloran. The film was released in Australia and Europe, mainland Europe, in December 4, 1980, and in other countries throughout 1981. So we were the part of the worldwide part. Selected premiere engagements of Superman 2 were presented to Megastar, etc. So let's see. This movie, like I said, was directed by Richard Lester, who was given sole credit, even though Donner directs at least 25% of this movie, which contains, actually I'll get into it later. This was written by Mario Puzo, and along with David and Leslie Newman. Story was done by Puzo himself. This version, the Lester version as I call it, is 2 hours and 7 minutes with a budget of $54 million, made back about $190.4 million. Sweet. So you kind of, and I know I've done this before in the other videos, but I kind of have to. But I'm just going to try and give you the short version. Donner intended to make this and the first movie as one big epic movie, with a cliffhanger to bridge the two, which is really supposed to be when Superman takes the Hackensack New Jersey missile, the Hackensack missile, throws it in space. That's what was supposed to break the Phantom Zone. So basically, the opening to the Donner cut was originally supposed to be the first movie's cliffhanger, pretty much. But studio, or rather Salkinds, were bitching and moaning because they wanted the second movie to be more lighthearted than the first, because they really didn't like the direction that Donner was going with, the more serious, epic tone. They, thought a comic movie should be, joking and a comedy, basically. So what happened was, and also they were going over budget, and so Donner was told to stop shooting Superman 2, even though he had like 75% of it done already by his count, and finish the first movie. So when that happened, Donner was set to do the second movie, but he was sadly fired by the Salkinds, which is why I think this series, after Donner left, basically took it up the ass. I'll get to my feelings on this in a minute. And also, the Salkinds did not want to use Brando in the movie for financial reasons, basically because Brando wanted to take a large chunk of the box office, but the Salkinds, not realizing he had to spend money to make money, were like, nope, sorry, Brando, you're out of the movie. And that's also what added fuel to the fire, if you will, to the rivalry between the Salkinds and Donner. But once Donner was booted from the project, Tom Mankiewicz went with him, who was the creative consultant, and kind of co-rewrote the script, I think, for the first movie, or for the first two movies, or whatever. But once Donner left, Mankiewicz left too. Hang on. And so the Salkinds were in a bit of a bind because they wanted to get this movie finished. So they hired Richard Lester, who I think was on good terms with them, and was also the liaison between the Salkinds and Donner, because they didn't want to talk to each other, obviously. And this is probably going to be a long video. And I did say this would be a short history lesson, but fuck it. So yeah, they brought Lester in. He had to reshoot at least, I think, 50% of the movie or something to get a full directing credit. Once the movie was completed, they offered Donner the chance to add his name to the movie. He said, I want to see it first. He saw it, got about as far as the Paris sequence, and was like, no thanks, keep my name off of it. But yeah, to make a long story short, even though I didn't do it, Lester came in, finished the movie, and that's pretty much this right here. So after that long ramble, how are my feelings on the Lester cut? It's okay. I mean, given the fact that it's a bit disjointed, I am surprised that this movie was made. Given the production history, I'm surprised this movie even got made. To go over some of the stuff that Donner had, there's the reason why there's still Donner footage in this movie, which is mainly Gene Hackman's footage, because for one, once Donner left, Hackman didn't want to come back because he figured that he'd filmed all his stuff already with Donner, and there was no reason to return anyway. Although I've heard in the commentary for this movie on Special Edition DVD, this all kinds of basically said the reason why Hackman didn't come back is he was busy with other projects. Yeah, I'm gonna call bullshit. You're trying to cover your own asses. But yeah, anyway, also Donner did the moon sequence, the attack on the White House, some of the Daily Planet scenes. So yeah, he did a lot on this movie, about 25%. But as far as the Lester parts of the movie, in all honesty, kicking Brando out of the movie was the biggest mistake they did. Was the biggest misstep, because these movies are meant to be a father-son story, basically. And Superman does have a lot of Jesus imagery. It's like basically, it's like God sending Jesus to Earth. And that's basically what it's supposed to be. But having Laura, played by Susanna York in the movie, kind of disrupts the father-son story that Donner was going for, obviously. And also having the mother in the movie is disjointed from is not consistent with the first movie. Although that's not the only one that's inconsistent. Such as Lester, for some stupid reason, created new powers like white beams of light, the amnesia kiss, although that's technically a comic book power, but not used a lot, apparently. In all fairness, I'll say this. I like the movie. I don't love it. I think the Donner cut's the better version, but I can at least enjoy this as a guilty pleasure. I think this movie is, and I know this may sound weird because it's only 2 hours and 7 minutes, but this movie is a little slow, a little padded. Don't get me wrong, like I said, I enjoy this movie, but it is a little slow and a little padded. but it is still enjoyable. It's way better. Trust me, it's way better than Superman 3. God is definitely better than that one. And honestly, I think the Donner scenes in this movie are the only reason why this movie's good. Because if not for the Donner footage, because this movie was 100% directed by Lester, this movie would have crashed and burned. So thank you for leaving the Donner scenes in here. And the only reason why they did that was because, one, Gene Hackman wanted to come back, and two, because they didn't want to spend more money to reshoot the scenes. So yeah. It's fine. You know. I mean, it's not the version that I would prefer, but what you gonna do? It's like been 30-some years. You can't change it. So that is my long review. That is my review of Superman 2, the Lester version. Catch you guys next time. See ya.